reciprocity for me. I did not go to
So
my
I want to.
ancestors for reciprocity. I went to them for reciprocity. I didn't go to them for, oh, let me play nice with everybody in the sandbox. I never played in no sandbox as a kid. I always dirty was dirty. The fuck?
So
No,
I
I'm
want to
not
make
that
it
person.
clear. I'm not the person who I'm talking to. The person who weaponized the indoctrinated archetype of First Nations here in the United States. That's what she's been weaponizing. So I want to make that very clear. And so what she did was she excluded the Afro-Indigenous. And she aligned herself with white peers and white adjacent peers. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're Afro-Indigenous in here, I want to make it clear that I was not speaking about you. I'm speaking
Right.
about a specific content creator who intentionally excluded you in the conversation. Matter of fact, she did everything she could to go around you and then weaponize Aboriginals.
Don't
You know
worry.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
she didn't really come for me. She came for Breezy.
yeah.
And then
So,
by default, she came for us all by coming for her.
right. Not once has she even recognized anyone of African descent as any part of indigeneity at all. She refuses to accept that. When that conversation was had, she intentionally skipped out of it on purpose. So trust me. And at the time that she decides to talk about, Afro-Indigenous, it's only to tokenize you at this point, to save face. So
That's it.
be careful about that too. But a lot of people now at this point are going to start saving face now that we had this conversation about colorism, about
Yeah.
anti-Blackness.
No, I don't know. No, are you seeing Susie, whatever that name is? I don't know. I only listen. I'm only talking about people I've engaged with, and I'm talking about pterodactyl. That's what we're talking about. So,
I want to just clarify.
pterodactyl. Go find it.
Come on. Come on, come on.
Aw, who's your baby?
I want to clarify that I'm not saying for you not to do what you got to do. I'm talking about how we create content. That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
you got to do what you got to do. And as a Black woman and as a warrior myself, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm saying moving forward, so once something else controversial happens and Black people are involved and somebody from another race says something stupid, we can't make stitches about that and make that a big deal
Never.
from that point coming on, because if we're just uplifting ourselves in our content, they get bored with this is what I'm saying. No, you do what you got to do.
Because I got to do what they try to do to me. I believe in reciprocity. I don't pray the way others pray. I send to you what you send to me. So I hope you watching so you can feel it. I am sending to you what you send to me. And I want your generations to be touched with it. You have no idea who you fucking with. I'm not going to stop at just you. I want it all because that's what you try to take from me for no reason. From a lie.
And why?
It was a lie. And that's what bothered me most. Because let me tell you something about me. If I do something wrong, I'll hold myself accountable and I will own my shit. But don't you lie on me. I return it back to sender times 10. May it hit every one of your generations. And let it blow in the wind and don't let it stop until it hits you and knocks you down. Because you sent it to me. My hands is clean. You have no idea what kind of manifester I am, but you're going to find out when you get sleepless nights. Because I didn't bother nobody. I didn't go on nobody's space. I didn't go on nobody's live. I stayed in my space and my business. Yet you keep posting shit about me and you don't know me. So now we are here. And I'm not turning back because I already put the fucking Palo Santo and I lit it. So we are here now. And I won't stop. You have no idea. Reciprocity is what I believe in. Please understand that. So you take this and you share it, because I want everybody to feel this. Look me in my face. Know that I'm telling the truth. Share it with as many people as possible. And if you get to know the people who know me, they're gonna tell you should have never fucked with her.
I don't know, guys. Why the number jumping like that? I feel like somebody went to Jurassic Park and told the dinosaurs that we was talking about that.
Yes, I want them all to come in because I want them to get it.
I just listen, pterodactyl. Listen, I know you. Listen.
Okay, here we go. I can't. I'm not dealing with nobody
They
talking because
did.
now I got hot.
Jurassic Park is here. I know it. I can tell by them numbers. Listen, pterodactyl, your wingspan can only go so far, and I want you to know at the end of the Mesozoic era, y'all dinosaurs went extinct. So just prepare for a change of era. Okay, you done touched your wingspan on everybody, and some of them people didn't like the way your wings felt. They were like, "This shit is like coarse. It is coarse. Something don't seem right." And I just want you to know that you ain't fool everybody on your tour, on your gaslighting tour, on your monkey flying monkeys tour. You didn't fool everybody. And some people in your own community you've hurt. So remember that. Remember that. Just be careful. Be very careful when you're acting out of abuse. Especially on a digital internet where all people have to do, I don't have to see them in a grocery store for them to tell you what you did. I don't have to go to church before they tell me what happened. This is a digital app. It takes about 2 seconds to go to a DM for them somebody send a message and say, this is what they just told me, it's a lie, and I have the receipts to show they lying. That's it. And that's it.
See, that's
so be careful
that's
when you
what I'm
touch.
tired about, though. But see, that's what I'm tired about. I'm tired of the microaggressions that Black women are always gaslighted to be these liars, right?
You'll
Just these
see who
habitual
ancestors is for.
liars, no matter what. Or, like the angry
Playing with
Black
y'all.
woman trope, as well. And then it's on us to prove beyond doubt that we are truthful. You know what I mean? Because everyone's this is when you're going to have to start checking your own bias. Now that you guys are in here, so you can listen now, you're going to have to start checking your own biases now. Hey, Zion's daughter, you're going to have to start checking your own biases now, because this is where the implicit bias and the explicit bias comes in, where you automatically assume without full context that we're liars, that you automatically assume without real tangible proof, not these cute little clips with someone narrating. You know what I mean?
Shit was crazy.
Tangible proof. Someone using those clips to narrate, that is
And nobody,
narcissistic
and,
tools,
and
boo.
like, that is just, I can't, y'all. I'm trying to scribble because
So,
I start getting hot.
so, every, so everyone who claims to know better, you're all being played. All
Played.
of you. And your anti-Blackness is shining. Your racial gender bias is shining through. And I don't want you. I don't want you in my proximity either. I'm not a content creator at all, but I'm Black first. So I don't want you in my proximity either at all.
Oh,
And so you can talk about me being in here. You can lie and say, "Oh, Coco is clout chasing." Go look at my content. You can see that I'm not a content creator. And if you ever frequent my live, you will know that I've never wanted to be a content creator due to some personal things that I've already addressed. And Ray knows that as well, personally, why I don't want to be a content creator. And so she can attest. I'm not looking for clout on this app. If I wanted to, I could do it. I could have done it a long time ago. I'm cute, okay? It's not that hard. All right? It's really not that hard. But I'm not here for popularity. I came on this app, well, for one, I was seeing what my son was watching, and then I was like, you got to go. You can't be on this app, boo. And then two, I realized that, listen, this could be a platform that I can use to really have these uncomfortable talks. And so if you've ever frequented my life is about uncomfortable talks. That's all it's about. That's it. I don't care about popularity at all. You follow me, cool. You don't follow me, cool. But my respect is going to remain. And I define it. I demand it. So you are going to respect me, and you are going to respect these content creators, whether you like them or not. You are going to respect them.
Who cares? Now, not
Yeah,
who cares the Coco, but who cares what you say about Palo Santos? Listen.
what?
I ain't doing it tonight.
I don't know nothing about them. I don't know nothing about that. That's not my business. That's not my business. I know how to mind my goddamn business, and that's not my business. That is not my
But
business.
that
I
wasn't the
don't know.
conversation.
That's not. I'm black
That wasn't
business.
the
I'm black
conversation at
business.
hand.
Yes, that's my. Listen. Let me be clear. I do anti-racism work, education, and black ass business. So if you bring anything about your business, I don't know nothing about your business. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to discuss it, talk about it, engage with it. I don't know. There's other platforms for that. There's so many platforms that will talk about your stuff. I'm not one of them. I'm black and anti-racism. That's it. And anti-racism. That's it. Black. Black, 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 blackity black, 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 black.
And I never, so what's missing? I don't know if anybody went to school or whatever, but do you remember that there was, you could do a little debate? You can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Like I can literally disagree with you and go about my business and don't want to destroy your whole family. Don't try to take your livelihood. I can go and say I don't agree with you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that now I want to destroy your whole content, your whole platform, your children, your job. Like when has this become a thing? Dox you. It's like people didn't learn to communicate. Somebody never told them no. Some people are suffering from the no. Somebody told you no, now you must blow up their whole entire house. That's weird for me. I have never had to go to violence because I can articulate myself. And my words cut like a knife.
Yeah,
So
like
why do people you can't even disagree and go on with your life? It's like you disagree with me. Now we are arch nemesis. Grow up. What's wrong with you? You never had somebody disagree with you?
I don't know, Ray. There's certain levels where I will just be like, no, this is not disagreement. If you could listen, if you call a black woman a female dog, okay, that's one thing. I can't do it. I don't
Oh
care
no,
if it's. I don't
we're
care if
not.
yeah.
Now
Look,
that's not a
yeah, if you can,
disagreement,
yeah, then
sweetheart.
that's got to be like
That's
that's a cutoff.
disrespect.
Yeah, I don't care
I
if
said
it's a. Let me be
disagree.
clear. Let me be clear so you can take this message. I don't care if it's a friends only. I know 1,234 people heard you call a black woman a dog, and to me that's a cutoff. There is no break.
A female dog.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. That is a cutoff. You cannot call a black woman out her whole name. I don't even. I don't tolerate that in reality. You don't do that at all. You can't do that. You cannot.
Oh
Can't.
yeah, conflict resolution. Some of these people,
That's a cutoff. That's a cutoff.
some people haven't learned. I'm confused. I can argue with you today, and it means nothing to me. I go about my business I'm really not a person that takes it too personal unless you start attacking me personally. Like we can disagree. I can yell at you. You can yell at me, and then we go about our business. It's another day.
Just don't
But
call me
the
the B
stuff
word.
that's
Don't
trying
do that.
to
Don't call me the
tell
B
to
word.
say that you're going to call CPS on me because I abuse a child on the internet.
I gotta mute. What?
This is why I can't let it go. To say that you're going to call CPS on me because I abuse a child on the internet. Meanwhile, you are DMing and talking to an underage person. You have opened up a barrel of worms that you will not be able to close, even if you had a hammer and a nail.
We already had this conversation, but I'll go back to it so everybody's fully clear. If you come to my house and you come through my door, I can scream as loud as I want over your fucking voice, okay? You're in my house. If you don't want me to scream over you, go to your fucking house. I'll never come there and whisper, I promise. I'll never ever come there. But if you're in my house and you come in with your Starbucks coffee and your Uggs, your bent at the ankle Uggs with your hoodie, I will shout over you. And I have every right in my space to fucking do that. I hope that answered your question or
Yes,
statement.
I speak when I'm ready. I don't know. This, I told y'all, this is not a safe space for you. Because people have done too much, you went too far.
Yeah, that's
Because
the
before
part,
we
Nicole,
shared
that I
TikTok night, just TikTok bullshit. I really didn't, it didn't matter.
Nicole, that's the part that I don't get. Is that you're coming and you're smiling in our faces while you're doing the harm, and you understand like the ramifications of it. When it comes to us as Black women, we're already treated as the lowest of the low in society as this, so you know what the ramifications look like when you do these things, whether they're true or not, and they're not true. So it's when do we actually start listening to Black women? That's my question. When do we actually start listening to Black women? When it's just, for you to take our words and misconstrue it on purpose? When it's to copy and paste it for, profit on TikTok? When it's just when you're for feel goods, right? That's what I don't get. Like like some of the lives too, where I noticed too, like the last live with you, Tristan, they didn't like, they wanted to control your tone.
Oh,
And all
they
you
love
did
that.
was ask. Yeah, all you did was ask a question. That's
There's
it.
people in here
But when
that
we're
got,
speaking,
yeah, they were sent alive. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit being passed around.
yeah.
But I didn't care
But
about
then,
none of that. I didn't care about
right.
any of
But
the
then,
bullshit being passed around. But when they start talking about my livelihood, now that's a different conversation now.
right.
Because I
But
was fine with you
then,
talking about putting clowns on my face and all that shit. I don't care nothing about you. You don't have proximity to me. You couldn't even get into the places that I go to. I sit with senators and mayors. You sit online in a 3x4 box and hope to connect to people. I'm in the world connecting to people every day. So I didn't care.
right.
But this became something different. And so now it is something different.
Well, because it's to the point now where they're literally trying to
Stupid
attack
shit.
our livelihood. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It'd be easy if you could just simply block and part ways. I'm not going to feel nothing if you block me
I
or
wouldn't care.
remove me. But listen, if you remove my, if you unfollow me, please remove my following too. I don't want to be your number count. Remove my following too, or just block me, please. Please just block me, because I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me, and I'm completely okay with that.
Yes.
Because I'm boots on the ground, and so some of these people who I'm talking to on here, I'm actually networking with, low key, and we're doing some real things, some real changes, because this is TikTok. This is just digital space to me.
Nah.
I'm
These
not
people,
I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna lose sleep over you unfollowing me and blocking me. I'm gonna continue to
I
do
won't
what I'm
even
doing.
notice.
I mean, it's sad because sometimes I have to go into my following so I can remove those things to myself. Like, please, don't make me do extra work. You know what I mean? Just block me and part ways with me, please. Because I'm not everybody. I'm not no one's friend on this app. Really, I'm not. I can't see myself really building a relationship on this app because it's just so fake.
I
It's
have
so
built
damn
great
fake.
relationships on this app and I have got some good people from this app. But we have to know that not everybody's good. Just that's the facts of the matter. And these are content creators. And what I realize is they don't care. Some of them don't care what content they put out as long as they're getting paid for it. Even if that could potentially cause harm to you. And not that anybody could touch me in any real way, but the fact that you even thought that in your mind and said it on somebody's live is very disturbing to me. And so the fact that you thought you could do that to me and advising someone to do that to me means that I've never been a one, if somebody said I'm gonna punch you in your face, I always prepare for the punch. I am always standing like this. My hands never go down. So now I know. And Sean, you're right. They needed to be vetted. I am fine with not being friends with a lot of my mutuals. I have blocked them and deleted a lot of them. Because, I mean, it's different if you hold space for somebody and let them come in and talk about what issues they have with a person. But to actually try to cause harm to them privately is another topic. And I have never done that to anybody. I am not trying to impact your livelihood and how you feed your children.
That's weird energy. I don't know. Something's wrong. Like, why you can't, like, I don't get it. Like, why can't you kids be like, oh, I'm gonna do the drag video, laugh, and then just like walk away? Why you gotta get all extra with that? Lets me know like ain't nothing going on in your real life. Because you should at least have one motherfucking real life you call the police on, right? Nope. Your life boring. Anyways, why are you getting crazy on the app with people you don't know? Why? To be finding out their addresses. You don't think that deserves an extra day of therapy? Like just an extra day. You calling
I'm
people
telling
and
you.
giving people, you get what's the I'm gonna get your address. I'm gonna call your job. And I'm gonna call your job and get you fired from your job. And then, wait, what?
Listen, I'm gonna say this real clear. I'm not playing with anybody. I'm gonna
Sorry.
only
It's not
target
funny. I'm
those
gonna
who
mute myself. I'm sorry.
I'm only gonna target. For me, I don't care who you sent to do it. I'm coming directly for the leadership. I ain't gonna try to get to the little people. I'm coming for the big dog. So if you didn't have nothing to do with it, too bad. That you just guilty by association at that point. I'm coming for everybody who ever did it. That's how I feel. So keep playing with me. I'll show
Yeah,
up at your house. I'm one of
RB,
those.
RB, we got it. We've had communion with community, and what we like. They're having fun right now. So like let's just stay on the. Did I say Love and Hip Hop, which is like season 6? Let them complete season 6 of Love and Hip Hop and have their fun and make their takes. They're having fun. They having fun. We gonna get to the History Channel. No worries. It's here. We gonna do side by side slides. They gonna be like, and then I said this, and the video gonna be playing. It like this motherfucker ain't say that. She's like, she did this. And we can play the video. Be like, she ain't fucking do that. Okay.
That's why I feel it's such a dangerous thing. They know how CPS. I mean, I'm not worried about CPS being called on me, but they just the fact that it's even mentioned, and knowing the environment and the climate that Black people live in today with these bureaucracies, these systems of white oppression. I mean, systematic oppression. No, that should have never been allowed to be said at all. And it should have been basically, no, 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 no. We're not doing that here. But it wasn't.
Right.
It was allowed. So
I have one
if it's
question for people too. When are we going to realize on the app that kids do not sit at the same table with the adults?
let's talk about
Kids
that.
do not sit at the same table with adults. They don't need to be in the same room with adults. And she doesn't need to have anything in her bio that says 21 and up. They already know their manners. They already know what they're supposed to be doing. And it's the fact that this individual refused to disclose that initially. She knows this is not the first time she's been in Ray's lives. She was an opportunist. And by the way, it's not the first time she's done this. And she has a problem with older Black women. This is not her
Wait, I
first
never seen
rodeo.
her in none of my lives.
She
Never.
likes to she does these things where, like, she's admitted to doing it herself, where she
Oh,
will
see,
go
I
and
never
snoop
knew.
first
She
and
never
then,
communicated with me. If she ain't never spoke to me in my
yeah.
lives. I never seen that girl. I just automatically knew when I heard her speaking, she was a child.
I've
I
had to
believed it.
do,
I said, that's a child.
I've had to deal with her before too. And
Who said
UMC,
they
she
had to
called me
deal with her
old.
before?
Yeah, she called me old. I was like, I'm 34 and I'm old. It's like, I'm ancient now. This is what we're doing. She has a lot of trauma. I understand that. I can empathize with that. But that's somebody's child. She does not belong in the same table with you. Let her parents deal with her. She has parents. Okay? She has parents. She's a minor at the end of the day. She knows that she doesn't belong in the same room as adults. Okay? Nor does she have any respect for adults. So I don't know. I just think it's weird as grown people that we're coddling minors on this app as if these are not our kids. Mind yours.
Mm.
Does anybody
Mind
remember how?
yours.
Does anybody remember how old Dougie Hauser was?
Who?
Dougie Hauser.
Doogie Howser?
Dougie
Yes.
Hauser. How old was he?
I think he was 14 or some shit.
Okay.
15.
So he was 15. Okay. Remember how Dougie Hauser used to be doing surgery? He was 16, 15. Okay. Dougie Hauser in the hospital doing surgery, right? Okay. Listen. It's almost like me. No, it's not. Y'all chill out. It's almost like me. And listen, I hold everybody accountable for everything. Okay. It's almost like me going and being like engaging, and I'm like 40 years old. And I'm engaging with Dougie Hauser. And then they be like, why is Dougie Hauser talking to you? And be like, he knows surgery. He's got a degree in medical stuff. And that's why he's very mature for his age. You know who else says stuff like he mature for his fucking age or she mature for her age?
Rumors.
You listen to the rhetoric. Why can't you engage with them? They're very smart. They've got surgery degrees. They do neurosurgery. It don't matter if they're 14, 15. They're very smart. Yes, so you can get. I want you to know that the rhetoric is very similar to German groomers. Okay? So if anybody's out there saying this, I'm not accusing nobody of anything. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just advising. PSA. Stop finding reasons and explanations to engage with minors. And I'll be honest with you. I don't care if you are 18 or 19, even 20. I'm almost 40 years old. Other people 50. What?
We don't have nothing in
Imagine
common.
yourself 17, 18 years old. And you talking to a 50-year-old. And you engaging. And then somebody's promoting you and saying you should be able to. I want you to understand that when you do that, when you platform your space purposely, I'm not saying you don't know and you trying to figure shit out like, oh my God, what's going on? Is there really? I'm saying you know this and you platform that space. While you might not be a dangerous individual, you have made that child feel comfortable around adults that are 50 years old. So they will go somewhere else with other adults that are 50 and somewhere else with other adults that are 50. And I don't know if y'all know what's going on this app, but I got the files and I'm telling you, go to southwest of this country. There are missing girls by the plethora from this app. And you are setting these girls up to feel comfortable with grown adults. And they should not feel comfortable at all. You are helping them go to some wacko's space who's going to add them, get in their inbox and start talking smart shit and say, oh, you really intellectual. You intellectual too. Oh, yeah, I really like discoursing with you. I like discoursing with you too. And it goes and goes and goes. And then she's gone. So please stop. There's no reason. There's no explanation. There's no validity to put any minor or any young girl in risk for her safety. It doesn't, you're not the only person on this app. You're not the only 36, 35. There are weird. After that situation, a guy immediately got on that live and talked about how it was fine that he had 16-year-old mods.
Yes.
And one of them was his close friend, and she's his best buddy. She's his best buddy. And they've been best buddies for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Kids are smart these days. And we went to his page, and he had extremely sexual content.
Child.
And that is in there. That's in the live too. For everybody that's thinking it's safe to put somebody like that knowingly, not questionably, for facts, confirmation is already there. And you platform them. For any reason, you're placing them at risk. Not to get argued with. Y'all are talking about you argue with it. You think argument on this app is a concern? Do you know what's really y'all know what's really happening with this app? The concern is that you now platform this. Other adults are seeing this. They're adding her from your place and space. And that's not safe. Main concern, you have confirmation. Stop it, y'all. And watch your kids. I don't even put your kids on here, to be honest with you. Coco, you got the right mind. I don't care if they 16, 17, 15. Don't do it. First of all, this app ain't gonna last that long, so y'all better start building your other platforms. But don't put your kids on this app. It's scary. It's scary. Please.
They got these kids on this platform giving their face up, giving all these pedos opportunity. And they've done grooming before. They know how to do it. They know how to do it. They know what they're doing. They know the child that wants to be seen, that wants to be heard. Maybe they're not getting enough attention at home. Clearly, the child is not even being supervised because they're on the lives until 2 and 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, which is scary as hell. So to me, this is irresponsible. It's irresponsible. I don't hold space for children because I would not go into, like somebody said, I would not go in the bar and sit down next to a child in the bar. Why are you even here? What are you doing here? I don't come on this app to socialize with children. And unfortunately, what happened to me is unfortunate because that's what happened, unbeknownst to me. But now people knowingly, and let me call this out real quick because I just thought about this. And I can't wait till this is posted. Because during that live, after finding out she was a minor, she told us her birthday was 2 to 3 days from now. What your birthday is usually finite. You don't have to guess that, but okay. 3 days pass. They say happy birthday. And she says my birthday ain't until 9 days. Nobody is saying, hold up, wait a minute, officer. Nobody's saying, I don't know. My spidey senses start doing this. What's happening? Where am I? What is going on here? Because she did say 2 to 3 days, which was that was like, your birthdays is fine. We know our birthdays. But okay, maybe she was nervous that time. But she did say 2 to 3 days. Now it's 9 days, pushed it back. No. Something ain't right.
Yeah, and it's one thing to not know and like question, be it like, I'm not sure, like we got to figure this out. That's understandable. We trying to figure stuff out. Like you just, it's like, are you? What's going on? What's happening? Me personally, because of the stuff that I see, the way my heart, first of all, I wasn't in the live. I was transferring, going back for all my accounts. When I got even a breath of wind of that, my entire chest like incaved. Not for the fact of like, oh, it's just us or something like that, but because the fact that I know that this person needs to hurry to get the hell out there, because there are people that are in there that I don't know, and I don't care if you listen. I don't care if she said I turn 18 tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. And I still don't want to be bothered with it. I'm sorry.
I don't want to see you tomorrow. Like, this stuff is not safe. It's not. It's just not. And then to know that, it's like I'm trying to make a clear distinction so people can pay attention when you do your little call outs. Everybody can do your call out. Right? You can do your little call out videos. Okay. When you call out something, make sure you know what you're calling out. Because if you're calling out a minor being in a live, but then other people have the same minor in their live willingly now, are you gonna talk? No. Oh, okay. I get it. I actually don't get it because I think it's sick. You might not be sick. You might be a perfectly fine individual. You might be safe as hell, 100%. But it's sick
right.
because there's other sickos. And you're not considering that there's other sickos. And for me, that means more than like, what did he say? Did he say that? He didn't say that. What did he say? Did he say that? What did he actually say? That means more. It means
the part that people are missing, y'all,
it means more.
is that when we actually found out that she was too young to be there and we was trying to get her out, she begged to stay. Please let me stay. I don't care what Ray says. I can handle myself. And I'm like, first of all, the power dynamics is no. But she begged to stay. So then where was the trauma?
It's not even Ray. It's not even that. It's the point I'm
It's
trying to.
that for me because it's lying on me, saying that I
You
knew
right.
something and that
You
she was
right.
so hurt and so harmed. And so,
Yeah.
me saying what I said to her, like I cursed her out and called all types of bitches, which I did not. It matters to me that these points are
Mhm.
made
Yes.
because it is my name that is being slandered about me yelling because that's all I did, which I do all day if you don't notice. I talk very loud and I assert my voice. This is not new to anybody. Yelling at the minor who did not
Yeah.
want to leave the live, period.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear. I want to make a clear distinction in regards to this, the dynamic that's going on. If you are willing to acknowledge that some adult shouldn't be raising their voice to talk to somebody they speculate because there's no confirmation. I want there to be established that there was no confirmation. Until I entered the room, there was no confirmation.
Thank
Till
you.
I entered the room, I'll say it again. Till I entered the room and made executive decision, there was no confirmation. And I made the confirmation. And immediately after confirmation, nobody was engaging. Okay. So there has now been confirmation now. Prior, no. After, yes. So now after confirmation, this individual was picked up by other people. And I'm not naming any names because I've been off the app. Like I said, I've been at the beach and pool. And put anybody in their life. That means you willingly, with confirmation, put a minor in your life. So point blank period. Pay attention to fucking logic and context and stuff like that. Like you can't just like listen and like people will just watch a video and just hear stuff and get like engaged, like, oh my God, da, da, da. And like you don't pay attention to detail shit. You don't pay attention. And then you don't ask questions after that. Like, well, if it was wrong for why is okay. Why are they there? They shouldn't be there. And I'll repeat again. I've been off the app. I've been at the beach and the pool. I've been playing with my kids. We had a dance party tonight. Okay? But if you are doing this, please stop. You don't want to do that to that child, a teenager, and you don't want to do that to yourself. Willingly, knowingly, confirmationed.
Me too, Nicole. Me too, girl. I'm glad I had that woman who doesn't know me from a can of paint came in here and broke that whole live down. Cause that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. It just was really. So she wanted to tussle. Everybody that's been in there knows what was happening. It was sad that that this situation is still going on. And it was and I watched Nuggets get attacked for even saying that she knew and why did she have her in there in the first place. But now everybody's just I'm confused. I'm confused. Does it only just work for some of us that I don't know. Maybe
Well,
my
yeah,
brain.
when I saw, I was like, why? I was so confused. I was like, looking, I was jumping around. I was like, hold on, who knows? Who don't know? Everybody's saying, is she? Is she? Is it confirmation? Does anybody know? Everybody's like, I don't know. Are you? Are you? Are you? Like, so nobody knew. Everybody asking, not so sure. I think I saw you before. Did I really? Do I? Who are you? Did your birthday? That sounds to me like that
That's
sounds
what we
to me.
generally was doing that.
I really was. Like I was like, hold on. I was like, stop. Hold on. Everybody's asking questions, so nobody knows. Nobody knows what's happening with this individual. Everybody asking questions all over the place. I understand this is chaos, as it should be, because this is John Smith's house, and you ain't trained John Smith. I did. We trained John Smith for us. We made sure that John Smith had a muzzle on his mouth, right? For us, we made sure John Smith didn't have no guns in his house that had black on it. We made sure no John Smith had his hands behind his back and stuff around his legs. So John Smith couldn't eat us. John Smith couldn't rip our thing off and put it on his couch. John Smith couldn't exercise any of the things because we trained John Smith. We ain't trained John Smith for you. And you come to John Smith's door and you wondering why there's chaos, why John Smith for chaos. That's why. That is why. Because you know this is John Smith. You know this Christopher Columbus. Come on, you know this Thomas Jefferson. You know this, you know that. And you didn't train Thomas Jefferson to handle you. You didn't train Thomas Jefferson for that environment. And you demand Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and General Lee, and even some of the people in the Union Host your content, host to do this and they must do it by force and demand. You must hold this hot bucket with no hands. And the chaos in there was because of that. Because if you don't train a John Smith and you just go in like crazy, John Smith gonna pick up his musket. He don't know nothing else to do. That's how John Smith operate. And you know that. You know straight up and down. You know that for facts. You stated it a million times that you know. And you know you didn't train this John Smith. Where's
Nobody
the
said
accountability?
she
The
said it. That's the
accountability is in
point.
self-agency. The accountability is in
She
self-agency.
never said it. And when that's why nobody could have known, because I don't personally know her. So how could I know how old she is? And Nuggets was trying to figure out to place her in her mind, like, wait a minute, do I know you? Where did I know you from? Was you like she's trying to figure it out. But even if Nuggets knew it, that doesn't mean I knew it. That doesn't mean Breezy knew it for sure. That doesn't mean it's like saying everybody knows what everybody knows in this live. Then you know what I know in this live then. Doesn't make sense.
Not only that, I just another clarification
I
because
said
I like detail.
she was a minor. I said I believe she is a minor. But it was not confirmed.
Yes, it wasn't.
And then Breezy got in.
Yes.
It wasn't confirmed. Nobody knew for sure. It was all me speculating because she sounds very young to me.
Yes, and not only that, I do want to point out because, like I said, we got the video. Okay, this individual, while everybody's questioning what's going on, is shouting loudly, "Don't speculate."
How old are you?
Don't speculate. I never said that. How you gonna take other people's words for what I am? And I have to stop and say, okay, fine. I will make confirmation directly with the individual. And after I make confirmation with the individual, before you get to the last number in the birthday or how many days, you got to go. But the dynamics of that is that somebody entered the room under false pretenses, lied, tried to continue.
Exactly. Or we just going to forget that she entered the room under someone else's. And we also going to forget that she entered the room under someone else's account. We're going to forget that too, right?
Yeah. Like some of this stuff you got to use your rational brain.
Like where's the logic? I don't get it. It's because you mad. You're mad. Be mad about it, but you can't lie. She lied because she had no business in the live in the first place. She came into the live in a room that's for 18 years and older, and you cannot go live unless you're 18, according to what I know about a live. So in order for her to go into the box, she had to be 18. She lied from the beginning. Now, what part is that you can't understand? It's getting very confusing. It's giving, what is it called? I don't even know what but it's weird.
Look, it's they need they need at least 3 videos a day to keep your engagement.
What is this called? What do we have to do when we have to connect the dots in school? Constructive thinking,
critical thinking.
Critical thinking. Thank you. Are you like, we're not using our critical thinking skills? The live is for 18 years and older. She literally came in the account in the live under false pretenses. It wasn't even her account, we found out. Then when she was asked, are you 18? Then she was like going back and forth like, oh, I don't know. And then she said, well, y'all, I'll be 18 in 2 to 3 days, which should have been a finite answer. You don't have to guess when your birthday is. Come on. Once we found out for sure, me just speculating is not a fact. And regardless, she shouldn't have been in that space. And then she wouldn't have got yelled at. But nobody cursed her ass out. And if you know my space and you know how I respond, I am always the way that I am right now. She shouldn't have been there. Period. And if you're holding space for a minor that doesn't belong in your life because she ain't 18, then you are doing something wrong. What part? Like, what is going on?
I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird for me. It's weird. It is weird.
That's what they said. I don't know. Like I told you, I was at the shore and I was enjoying the waves at the shore. So I don't know where was going on, but I just want to know. I just want everybody to know to not. If you know that somebody is not of age, just don't put yourself and that child at risk, even if they are Doogie Howser and they can literally do a lobotomy
They're not
without
grown.
risk.
And that's what I said. I just never wanted to be in adult spaces. My kids don't want to be on my lives. They don't want to be in here.
You right,
You
Celia.
are right. You know what? You are so right.
Yes,
We are
we
wasting a lot of our. I just wanted to bring this home. It's my.
no,
You
no,
are
no,
right.
no, 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 no. We're not into nothing. We are wasting our time, but it's our time to fucking waste. Get it? Autonomy, hoe. Okay. Now you in here wasting your time, twinsies. Stupid.
Exactly. You in this live.
She said twinsies. I can't.
It didn't. The goes off on someone else for the same thing. Yeah, I was tired of being lied to. That's what y'all was witnessing. Me and Breezy had already been. People don't realize before that live even happened, but that was the cool down session. We were already in a live earlier that day that how long we was in there, Breezy, for like 6 hours. And so it's just so
Yeah,
much
that day,
live
I
being
don't know.
told.
I gotta tell y'all too. Y'all motherfuckers stressed me out that whole entire day. I've never been more overstimulated in my goddamn life. I don't even know how I made it the whole day without like having like all my neurons was just like firing in every direction. Like I held so much space. I so much freaking labor that day. Labor that day.
It's crazy. So by the time we got to this live, I just was like, first of all, I didn't even know what I was walking into. Let's get that clear. It's like, what the hell? It's so crazy. But long story short, I am always the same way. And so
Ew, gross. That's so nasty. I'm sorry, Ray. Ew, Jamie. Peace, peace. Don't say that. That's
why
gross. We can
what did I
look.
say?
We as adults. Let me tell you something. As adults, we can discuss minor safety and the safety of a minor. We can discuss those things because that is a concern on this app. Okay, and if a minor's anywhere, that is our right as adults to discuss the safety of a minor being somewhere. It is not in our adult function to say we can't discuss minor safety unless the minor here. That don't make sense. That's nasty. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't say things like that. I didn't call nobody a liar. I don't know nothing that was said. I wasn't even in there. I just told him, yeah, I didn't know nothing. I don't know anything except there was a minor and the minor got to leave. Okay, period. That's all I know. That's all I know.
It's like I keep saying, I'm not a part of like what I wasn't there and all this. I don't. I might be mistaken, but I don't think I am this. But you have to be 18 and above to go live in the first place. So sometimes we might hear kids and think that they're kids. So we're gonna ask, "Is that a kid?" But most sane adults, they're not gonna address children on social media like that for our safety and for their safety. That's what's being discussed here. I
Yeah.
do not eat 19-year-old. Well, I'm almost 40, so I really don't even equate some 20, 21-year olds to
Me,
somebody that I very much conversation with on here because I'm not trying to mold them when I'm talking to them. And I don't want people to think that that person is my equal when it comes to having discussions like this. And the third reason and what they're talking about is if we make children out to be adults, the other people that have sick minds will hear these conversations and go and prey on that child. So if you
Yes.
equate a child's intellect to your own, maybe there's something you have to work on within yourself, but you're not going to tell adult women that we should value a child's intellect on social media in that manner. No, no. So we're done with that part. Well, not from you guys, but from these people talking about why isn't she here?
Are you kidding me? Why would I? Did you not hear anything what I said?
no, it just really
Are
gives
you
Chester
crazy?
Chester. It gives because of stuff I'm privy to. It just really gives Chester Chester. Like when you ask and like asking why is it not? Why are they not? Like it gives Chester Chester very much
Yeah.
so. You know, I
That's
could
how
listen.
the person came in
Listen.
the live. They
Yes.
should be in there. They should. A 17-year-old is his OG. How a 17-year-old and you look
She
old?
no, he
You look
said she was
old.
16. That man
So
said she was 16. He was like, and I teach guitar. She's my OG. She mods for me. And they're safe. And I don't think there's anything wrong. You just gotta gauge the maturity and all stuff. I was like, what? You get it. I need to add you to the list. That is
Weird
not
behavior.
okay.
That's weird
scary.
behavior. That is disgusting. Yeah, I don't like it. Mm-mm.
Yes. And like
I mean,
validating it. You can't validate that. And I'll repeat to make distinction after confirmation.
yes, it was after
That is
though.
let me
We
tell
didn't
you
know
how.
what
Let
the
me tell
hell.
you
I
something.
did
When you're doing
speculate. I'm like, I think she's a minor.
yes,
She just sounds so young to
investigatively.
me.
Let me tell you some investigatively shit. It is after confirmation. It is not questioning. It is not. I'm not sure. It is. I think so. It is not even. Doesn't matter. It is after confirmation. Nothing before confirmation. Nothing happens. Let me say it loud and clear. If anybody will make you want to do the rotary phone or whatever phone you want to do. Nothing happens before confirmation, but lots happens after confirmation. So be careful. This is a PSA. It is not directed at anyone. Like I said, I've been off the fucking app. Be careful when you sick dogs that they don't have boomerangs around their necks.
That part. That
Already.
part. Well, I think I'm gonna let this live go. Thank you, Tristan, for coming in here. Tristan is about that black life because Tristan don't hold no conversation. She said, listen, I ain't giving space to nobody but black. I get it. And I was like you, Tristan, and that's what got me fucked up in the game is because I got into something that I would never normally get in, ever. But I won't do it again. You can believe that.
But
Um,
before you leave, I just want you to know that there was just other dynamics that got way bigger than your involvement. You wanted to protect the black woman. I think some of these people don't like that black woman being with that other person, and so therefore you're getting beat up about it. So I
mhm.
wouldn't be part, but I wouldn't be a part of this POC thing either. That's how I am. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black.
Me too. Thank you, people, for coming in the live. I hope that. Actually, I don't hope. What I know at the end of this is that reciprocity is coming. That's what I do know. And like Breezy said, when you send in the dog, just make sure they don't have a boomerang around its neck. Yes. Give everybody some show the love for the live. This was a lot of hours of labor. Thank you, Tristan, for coming in. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Fox, Breezy Fox. I'm not used to calling you this name, as everybody can probably tell. Thank you guys, and thank you for my co-stars in the comment section. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the people all my mods that has held this down and made this a safe space. And thank you for those who have been rocking with me from day one. And even if day one meant 3 days ago and held me down in those lives, even though your comments was erased constantly. I appreciate you because I know that you standing on the side of truth, and that's what it's all about. It's about truth. And so let's end this with some type of prayer because I like to end this so I'ma pull back my energy, but I want to give everybody some time just to breathe and decompress. I want you to put your left hand over your chest, spread your fingers so you can release. And I want you to say this out loud. I am peace. I am justice. I am joy. I am harmony. I am love. I am kind. I am a magnetic force. I draw to me love, kindness, peace, and happiness. Nothing in this world can touch me because I am protected from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. My divinity is covered by the Most High. Amen. Or I say. I don't know what you believe in. You can call it God. You can call it G. Whatever you believe in. That last part is for you to use discretionary words. But I say. I say. I love you all. And remember, retribution. Mom, that's how tired I am. It ain't always what it looks like. I love you guys. I say